Hello everybody, this is the Badger King 73. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So like I told you guys, I'm going to be doing a Napoleon Total War Let's Play. I'm going to be playing as France. I went ahead and decided that I wanted to do a 40 unit per army campaign. I actually tend to have a lot more fun that way. It kind of adds to the realism and things like that. So yeah, this is my Spain campaign. This is actually a 40 unit campaign as well. But and trust me, it's been incredibly fun. I used to just play 20 unit campaigns, but honestly, the 40 unit campaigns have actually made Napoleon. It's always been kind of one of my favorites, but it's actually really upped it on the list of favorite Total War games that I have. So yeah, in my opinion, I can't really go back to the 20 unit armies. But anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for getting on here and watching my video. Please feel free to subscribe, like, dislike, leave any constructive criticism, any strategies you guys want me to implement, anything like that. But without further ado, let's get started. The guard dies, it does not surrender. Pierre Cambronne, French general, when asked to surrender at the Battle of Waterloo. Alright, so we're straight in by the looks of it. So, I've not really played France before. I've got on here before just to kind of see what it was like, but I actually went for, I think it was Prussia last time. I was thinking about doing France, but anyways, that's beside the point. Let's take a look at our diplomacy. So we're pretty much at war with a lot of people. Pretty much us against the coalition, just like it was back then. But what we should do is we should try to get as much trade as we can. So let's go for the Ottoman Empire. I kind of think they would be the ones to ask first. They will take it, so that's cool. Is it worth it to get it? Okay, so I know for a fact the Kingdom of Prussia will most likely turn against us, but I do think it'll be worth it to get trade meanwhile. So let's see if we can get a trade agreement. They will take it, so that's good. Odds are it's not going to last too long, but at least it'll give us a little bit of income as we move forward. So we can go for these guys. They're indifferent towards us. Let's try to request a trade agreement with them. They're going to take it, so that's good. The Kingdom of Denmark and Norway, they're pretty close. Well, actually, they're pretty friendly with us by the looks of it. So, yeah, let's try to get a trade agreement with those guys. They will take it. Awesome. The Kingdom of Portugal, they're indifferent towards us. I'm still going to go for. I'm going to go for as many trade agreements as we possibly can, just so that we can kind of have a solid economy from the beginning, get our army up and going, and things like that. So, yeah, that's all we're going to go for right now. So we're at war with all these guys: the United Kingdom, Russian Empire, the Austrian Empire, then the Kingdom of Sweden, Kingdom of Sicily, all these guys. So we got a lot of people to worry about. We don't really have to worry about getting peace treaties because I highly doubt we need them just yet. Before we get started with any of these buildings, we really need to go for infrastructure. That is, in my opinion, the most important thing we can do right now, just so that we can actually, before I actually upgrade anything there, I kind of want to see if Prussia will trade it for, this thing right here. I want to see if Prussia will trade Cleves for Hanover. I think that would be more beneficial towards us. We don't really want these guys being secluded, you know what I'm saying? So we'll ask for a a region swap with Prussia here in a second. Let's go ahead. So this is a pretty important place. Let's see, what kind of recruitment do we have here? Just militia, any type of construction. So we can go for a barracks, or well, what eventually we can go for a military building, cannon foundry, and then this will obviously be a wall. I'm not a big fan of fort battles, I can tell you that for sure. Let's see, I don't really want to go for these guys down here just yet. Let's go up here. We are fighting against the British, so we do need roads up here. Right. Let's see, do we need to go for any more roads quite yet? I don't really want to worry about these guys down here just quite yet, considering that Spain is an ally of ours. Let's make sure of that real fast. I'm pretty sure they are. They're Württemberg, Kingdom of Bavaria. Okay, maybe they're not. They're pretty friendly with us. We're friendly towards them. They're not too friendly towards us, actually. So we have a trade agreement. We are allied. Oh, I was looking at that totally different. My bad. Okay. So we are allied with them, so that's good. We don't really need to upgrade any of our roads down here just yet. I kind of want to go for farms now. Farms and commerce. I don't really want to recruit troops until next turn. So let's see what kind of army we have in here. We have some heavy cavalry, we got artillery units, the Young Guard, and then some of our regular Fusiliers of line. Where is Napoleon? So let's take a look at our armies. Napoleon is all the way over here. So let's go ahead and kind of make Napoleon's army big. So that's a general right there. We don't want to merge those guys. That's a general right there. What do we have right here? Militia, so that's not really too important. Let's get these guys down here towards Napoleon. Let's see, what does Napoleon have? He has 3 cannons, the Old Guard, and then skirmishers, Fusiliers of line, some more skirmishers. So we definitely need some more line infantry. So let's take these guys and put them in Napoleon's army. Let's take these. Actually, let's leave those guys with that army. These guys are making their way down there. Let's see, let's go ahead and get this out of our way. We have these guys down, garrisoned down there. Let's see. Alright, let's leave Napoleon down there so that these guys can reach him. Kind of want to keep these guys, keep Napoleon's army get Napoleon's army going. I can't speak. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so we have a gentleman. Let's see, I think this is, what is that? It's not it. Intellectual. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and deploy. Actually, before we do that, how many colleges? Okay, we just have one at Orleans. Let's go ahead and deploy him there as well. Speed that up. Okay, what do we want to go for first? It kind of depends on what we... I mean, do we want to go for something that has to do with industrial or civil? So that goes for public schooling. So minus 5% upkeep cost for naval units. That's actually pretty good considering naval units here are pretty costly to maintain. This one goes for plus 10 generated by farms. Poverty controls enables a factory, but it gives plus 1 to repression in all regions. So Code Napoleon, that gives us plus 2. That's kind of a good one. I kind of, actually this one looks pretty good as well. So let's go for that one first. And then after that we'll move forward with a military advancement, then we'll go for industrial. If you don't come across any other intellectual areas sooner. So, alright, so we mobilized our armies just a little bit. Let's see what kind of recruitment. So we do need some Fusiliers of the Line, but I don't really want to recruit right off the bat within the first turn, so I really want to dedicate it towards our ports and our farms. But we can push our spy. Let's deploy our spy. Let's put him over here towards Bavaria, kind of get an idea of what Austria is doing. You really, I don't know. I don't want to. We really okay. So let's go over our plan first. I was thinking about this before I started. We really need to take care of England, and the biggest reason is because of their navy. Their navy will continue to blockade our ports and things like that, and we can't really afford that to happen. So our main area of concern is going for Britain. If we continue to have these guys as a buffer zone and, you know, have them help us in terms of keeping the Austrians off of our back, and that includes having northern Italy there as a buffer zone as well. That should be able to help us a little bit, and we can direct most of our attention towards Britain. One thing we have to keep in mind though is Prussia will eventually probably turn on us, and you know, we'll have to deploy troops along our borders over here. So, but yeah, that's the overall plan. Well, not the overall plan. That's our initial plan. Go for England, wipe them out, and then we can focus on the you know, the mainland. Excuse me, on, you know, mainland Europe. So let's go ahead and go through, and we can go for a college here actually. Let's do that next turn. Let's go ahead and go through and upgrade our farms. So it's clearance, gives us 200 to region wealth. Let's go for that. Gives us 4 turns. Another clearance. Excuse me, I'm getting a little bit sick, I think. Another clearance right there. Let's see. Go for gunsmith. We don't really have that much money right off the bat, so let's go ahead and leave it at that. Just want to take a look at these guys' armies. Looks like they don't start out too large. Don't really want to recruit militia unless we have to keep public order. These guys don't need to be over here, so well, we can leave our militia there. So these guys, same deal. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy these guys over here towards Torino. Same thing with this cav, bring them over here towards Torino. And keep the militia where they're at. Anywhere we can upgrade any more. Let's see. -3 to recruitment cost for infantry in this region. So that would be pretty beneficial towards us, actually. Just wants this clearance again. Yeah, I did. I knew that army was around. Okay, so just, again, trying to get a bearing of what we have, what we need to do. Alright, so next turn we're going to go through and upgrade our ports and things like that. I don't really want to go for anything up here just because I'm worried about what the British will do. So let's see if we can go down here and go for a trading port or a dockyard. Do we have any more ports down here? Looks like that is the... Actually, we have this one right here. So we already have a commercial port down here, so let's make this a dockyard when we get the chance. And then we can do some ports over here on this side as well. These guys I don't really want to upgrade just yet because I don't want, you know, I don't want to continually repair them as the British come in and raid them and things like that. So before I move on, let's take a look at our fleets. We have this guy over here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We're gonna actually let's take a look at this fleet. They got 6 going on right there. I think that's Lord Horatio. Is that? Yeah, Horatio Nelson. We only have, yeah, we have 6 as well. I don't know if we'll be able to do any damage towards these guys, so I'm kind of just going to keep them down here. If they deploy towards us, that is fine. Let's go ahead. We have these guys over here. Let's link these guys up with this navy right here, just so that we can have a little bit more, numbers. All right. And we should probably go for some trade as well. So let's go for a merchant trade ship. One thing that's really important in this game is trade. I do believe, as a matter of fact, that's pretty much how I get my economy going, is forming a huge trade fleet and diversifying them, wherever you go. You don't want to concentrate them too much in one area, because if trade takes a hit, then your economy takes a hit. So you want to diversify your trading as much as possible. You want to keep an eye on trading as well. If you're able to get a large fleet, then you'll probably do extremely well in terms of your economy. So yeah, I want to make sure that's really important. So we're going to start with merchant and trade ships, and then next turn we'll probably get a couple, just depending on how much we get. But yeah. Before we move on, let's go ahead and see if Prussia will switch regions with us. They might not, but it's fine. We want that one, or we want this one, and we'll give you Hanover. And it worked. Alright, sweet. That way we won't be cut off or anything like that. Definitely don't want that. So, yeah, it's not really anything else we can upgrade or anything like that. Our income is down. How much income do we have? So we have 8,018 for next turn. Alright, so I think that's good for an end turn. Let's take a look at our objectives. Victory conditions. Alright. Looks good to me. Alright, let's go ahead and end by turn. Yeah, we definitely have to go up and take England out, mostly because I really do not want them continually raid our ports. It's pretty hard on our economy and things like that, and honestly pretty annoying. So yeah, and once we do that, we can focus on mainland Europe. Looks like, is that Bavaria? Did we get Bavaria? I think we do get Bavaria with the Confederation of the Rhine. Not entirely sure. Unit recruited. Alright, let's go ahead and get that right there, and let's see where we want to go. So there's coffee. Let's take a look at trade and see what we need to go for. So ivory's pretty high. Looks like ivory is the highest, so let's try to find a place where we can trade some ivory. The spices, coffee again. Spices, I think there's ivory somewhere. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy over here, and hopefully there's nobody there to kick us out. Looks like we're good. Alright, so that did to our income. So it's doing pretty well for our income. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a dockyard before we forget. Again, we're not going to really mess around with these guys over here, but we can actually, let's wait for these guys to reunite, my bad. Let's go ahead and deploy these guys over there with this fleet, and then we'll push northwards. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We can either go for a dockyard or a trading port. What's this one over here? It's a dry dock, so let's go for a trading port. That'll help our economy out quite a bit. So again, we're just kind of going through, really want to go for things that improve our economy. And we can go for a winery for 1200. Actually, how much do line infantry cost? Because I want to recruit a few line. Okay, so they're 710. We should probably go for these guys over here. Actually, before we do that, I want to get some more merchantman trade ships. So, actually, we can upgrade this as well. Let's make that a trading port. And where's it? It's right there. Okay. Let's get another merchantman trade ship. Really going to work hard on getting a trade fleet, a very monstrous trade fleet at that. Okay, so where did those guys? There. Okay, they're there. Let's go ahead and put these guys in Cleves. Alright, go ahead and unite these guys with Napoleon. Okay, so what can we recruit? We can only recruit militia there. We can recruit a Fusiliers of line there. Alright, so we did get Bavaria. War has been declared, the Ottoman Empire and the Austrian Empire, so that's good. I'll keep them occupied down there. Alright, so we really need to reinforce Bavaria. Let's see, the Austrians have a force down there. It's not too shabby. So we can move this force up towards Innsbruck. See, the Italians are doing fairly well for themselves, so kind of. I wouldn't be too heartbroken if we left. So let's go ahead and pull these guys back. I'm fairly confident the Italians will be able to hold against the Austrians if they decide to push through northern Italy. But yeah. Okay, so I think we should really think about deploying Napoleon's army towards Munich. But we do need some recruitment. We need to increase his army size just a little bit. We won't be able to recruit anything right there unless we get a containment that provides Fusiliers of line, Hussards, Chasseurs, and the militia. See, and we already have that right there. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and recruit a couple of Fusiliers of line right there. Go ahead and get some defenses going. I want to go ahead and give Napoleon the orders to move towards Munich. Let's see. What do we want? Let's go for some elite troops. These troops are going to go into Napoleon's army, so I kind of want it to be a little bit diverse and things like that. We got French Foot Dragoons, the French Reunion Battalion, range 42. So these guys are light infantry. French conscripts. I'm not a big fan of those guys, to be honest. See, these guys cost 800. How many? Don't really want to recruit any naval units up there just quite yet. Let's look around and see if we can recruit any or upgrade anything else. So we can go for a stud farm. It gives us plus 100 to region wealth, minus 6% recruitment cost for cavalry in this region. See if we can go for anything else though. Alright, we should definitely probably actually get some buildings down here. It's a pretty big city to not have buildings going on, so we have some recruitment going. So that's what we need. But yeah, let's go for a containment, and then we won't be able to afford a cannon foundry this turn. But yeah, actually, I went against my plan. Well, tell you what, let's deploy these guys towards Munich, and let's take Napoleon up north. And let's see, we have him up here, so we don't necessarily. Not. Oh no. It depends on how quickly Prussia will declare war on us. I want to keep Cleves defended. I also want. Oh, let's go ahead and send a reinforcing army that way as well. Prussia is our main threat. So, and we also have a reinforcing Württemberg army. So, I mean, we don't have too much to worry about. But still, I want to reinforce Munich. But we can't. Okay, so we have a merchantman ship coming our way. Alright, so that should be good for an end turn. Pretty sure we got as much trade as we can get. We can go for the Grand Duchy of Oldenburg. See if we can get trade with those guys. Oh, that's Prussia. Press trade agreement. They will take it. Anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and play turn. Also kind of thought about playing Russia for this. I don't know, but the thing is that I've played them before, so. Oh well. I think French, gosh dang. I think France is definitely, I think it's the most interesting, especially given their, their scenario, so to speak. You know, they just come out of a revolution and they have new ideas and things like that. They're an empire now, and I think it's just really a really cool backdrop to play as France. So, anyways, just trying to make some small talk. All right, going to deploy Napoleon north. Let's go ahead and get these guys in there. And let's see. So we can go for recruitment in Paris. First, go for recruitment in Paris. So what does Napoleon have? Do we need any light troops? Yes, we do by the looks of it. Might take some more cavalry as well. Let's go ahead and go for some light. Oh, that's all we have is light cavalry. Let's go for French Hussars. Oh, we might want to go for. Actually, we're doing fairly well on artillery, so let's go for some light troops. What do we want to go for? And go for those. I kind of want to go for something a little bit cheaper than that, though. So let's go for a couple of these guys. And is there any more elites? Go for one of these guys. So it comes with 500. How much is the cost of one? There's 600. So it's pretty much getting like a better deal. Maybe, I don't know. What's the difference between these guys? They got a range of 110 and 3 accuracy. pretty sure these guys have, yeah, higher. So these guys are a little bit more elite than these guys, but I don't know if they'd be worth it. Can we get any heavy cavalry? We got some lancer cavalry. Let's go with one of those guys. We got some French mariners, or Norwegians, however you pronounce it. But these guys right here, they're a little bit better than our average, so let's go for some of those guys, and then go for one of those guys as well. Alright, let's go down here, and so we got 3 more turns till that goes. Let's go ahead and recruit another merchantman trade ship, and let's also go for the commercial port. Okay, we're going to deploy him there. Provides a sizable army. Not the greatest in the entire world, but it's a sizable army. Let's go ahead and let's see, what should we do? Let's go ahead and deploy our Armec a little bit further into territory. See what we can get. So we can recruit a few more people here, which is probably what we should do. We can go for some line or Swiss line infantry. Or let's take a look at the army, see what we need. We have some grenadiers, my bad, grenadiers. Grenadiers of the line. We don't have any light troops, so we should probably go. Do we have any light troops actually? Ooh, French Irish Legion. Damn, you know what? They're kind of pricey, but worth it. In my opinion, they look kind of badass. Hell, takes us down to 147, but that's fine. They look cool. All right, let's go ahead and deploy our merchantman trade ship down here, close to Oran. Let's go ahead and deploy these guys up here. Okay, so we had some. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to talk to my brother about something. So where were we? I believe we're on an intern. So yeah, deploying Napoleon's army, increasing his army, just getting ready to move in and try to eliminate London as fast as we possibly can. So, and we're also trying to defend Bavaria, because if that's anywhere the Austrians are going to attack first, it's going to be there. We also, oh no, yeah, okay. We have a small army there that we can start recruiting here in the next few turns. To garrison at Cleve, so that we can prepare for an invasion from Prussia. Alright, so about ready to go forward again. Enemy raid. Alright, where did this happen at? I wasn't paying attention, so. Alright, so that's what I was talking about. The British are going to start coming in and things like that, so that's why we need to, first of all, get our fleet coming this way. Let's actually try to recruit some naval units. See, we can only, is this the dry dock? It sure is. Alright, so let's go ahead and increase to a dry dock right here. Pretty much takes a good portion of our income. but we really do need it. So yeah, it's see, I don't really want to I don't know. I don't really want to get there, block these guys in, then have a larger naval fleet come in and get us. We are significantly, or not significantly larger, but we are larger than those guys. I don't know what kind of fleet they have in there, but let's go ahead in there and see what we have. I don't know if these guys will try to come out. I don't really remember on Napoleon. If we have them locked in there, can they come out against us or what? I'm not entirely sure. So, okay, I think it'd be pretty important if we get that right there, so we can have recruitment going on. We can recruit some artillery. What can we do at Cleves? We can recruit Fusiliers of Line, and we can go for. Let's see, if we go for that, it increases our recruitment capacity. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, by 2. That's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. As a matter of fact, actually, let's go for the college. Actually, I think that would be a better investment, to tell you the truth. So, alright, so we have these guys right here. Let's go ahead and deploy them, and actually, let's deploy Napoleon into Paris for the time being, along with these guys as well. Alright, so that gives us a pretty decent army. See what does. Okay, so we have a pretty significant force growing there. We need to get Napoleon's army at full strength though before we invade London. But we also at the same time need to do a lot of recruitment here as well. So we have an Austrian army going on right there. We can go ahead and move on these guys. Actually might be more beneficial towards us. We have a Russian army going on right there as well. Then we have another Austrian force coming our way. So we really need to get these guys coming. Yeah, we really need to get them going. Let's go ahead and deploy these guys there, increase their size. Definitely might want to recruit some more units here. We cannot afford it anymore actually, so that's fine. And let's get these guys over here as soon as we can. You want to try to hold Bulgaria. Provides a very good staging point for us, and really enables us to yeah, provides a good foundation for a solid invasion into Austria. It pretty much gives us a direct line of sight towards Vienna, and that's what we want. Let's take a look at diplomacy before I end the turn. I want to look at Prussia. So that was the enemy raid, recruitment, things like that, so that's fine. Oh, did I just accidentally? I did. Wow. Alright, let's get that spy back to where he needs to be. Okay, back over here. Alright, so back to diplomacy. Oh, we're going for Prussia. Let's see about Prussia. So Prussia, we're still indifferent with them. Prussia is at war. No, that's us. Prussia is at war just with Württemberg. So they definitely don't have to worry about that much. Alright, so these guys are good. Not entirely garrisoned too heavily, but that is fine. Prussia doesn't really have a force there that we have to worry about right off the bat. I'm just a little bit worried about what this navy is going to do. I know they're smaller, but I can almost guarantee they have stronger naval units. So yeah, our first naval battle might, our first battle might be a naval battle. And to tell you the truth, guys, I'm not entirely good at them. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how that goes. And it looks like I forgot to deploy my merchantman ship. That's fine. Alright, so Austria didn't attack. So that leaves Russia. What will Russia do? Will they move in and attack us or not? Looks like they're going to move past us. So we're going to have to try to intercept them. There's just nothing to it. Did I say that right? I don't know. Oh well, who gives a shit? But yeah, we're gonna have to intercept these guys. Looks like a Brandenburg force is gonna come down. Maybe try to, maybe not. Looks like the Austrian army attacking Brandenburg. So, excuse me again. It doesn't look like Great Britain did anything. They might not want to attack us just yet. If we can keep, because I'm pretty sure that was Horatio Nelson. If we can keep Horatio Nelson in there, that would be a very, very good tactic to do. But we also need to maybe recruit a few more naval units just so that we could be able to reinforce that. So trade agreement has been canceled. That doesn't surprise me. They're probably going to declare war on us soon anyway, so that's fine. Construction reports, we got our roads finished and things like that. Alright. We need to deploy our merchantman ship. Alright, what can we do here? Alright, so that's going to take one more turn before we get to trading port. So let's go ahead and bring our naval unit down here with this. Is Avery still doing good? Oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? Why isn't it? I don't know what that means. Alright, so is it because is someone raiding our trade route or something, or what's going on there? I don't know. Hopefully it fixes itself. Alright, alright, so what can we do with Napoleon's army? Still need to recruit a little bit more, so we should probably go for some cannons. We got 2, 4. Should probably go for 2 more cannon. Got 6. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. So we can go for some horse artillery. 6 pounders, 8 pounders. Actually, let's see. Can we upgrade? We can go to a great arsenal. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll be more beneficial towards us. So that will allow us to get 12 pounders, and that's why we need 12 pounders. Have more range to them. So let's get some 12 pounders in there. It's not necessarily recruit anything there just quite yet. Alright, so we can go for a barracks or we can go for a magistrate. Let's check our policies. Everyone's seeming to be pretty happy. What happens if we increase our taxes for the middle classes? It's not too bad if we do that. Alright, let's go ahead and just leave it the way it is. With that. Let's see. We just have the generals, so we should probably move in and attack this Russian force. Russian army. Probably want to go for some more economic things. Alright, so let's go for a trading port right here. I don't necessarily want to get too ballsy with that. So I know there's probably some other fleets moving around, things like that. And let's see, we should probably get a little bit more recruitment going on there. Let's check our, so it's a little bit higher. Let's go ahead and actually go for another merchantman trade ship. Still, guys, we're really working towards growing our trade fleet. We really need to go for commercial ports as well. So we have one coming our way. Is it this one? No, it's this one. No? Which one is it? It is this one, so it's going to be around 6 turns before we'll be able to get that. That's fine. So we have these guys right here. I don't think they're necessarily capable of going to attacking this Austrian army up here. So let's just go ahead and garrison right there for the time being, and then we should move in and attack Russia with our army right here. So who is he? Joachim Murat? Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure French and German people pronounce their J's. Well, Yajim? Yajim? Heck, I don't know, man. I don't speak French. Alright, okay, we can't really do any recruitment here unless we go for some light infantry. We could go for some light infantry. As a matter of fact, I think we have 2. We should probably go for about 2 more. That will take all of our income for this turn. Or we can go for another cavalry unit with the money that we have. I'll say let's just wait. Let's just wait another turn before we move in and do that. So let's go in and attack this Russian army. Be our first. Oh, they're going to retreat. That's fine. We can catch up with them. Alright. Our first battle. Let's go ahead and quick save so there's no crashes, or just in case there's a crash. And yeah, let's dive right in. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Benjamin Franklin, U.S. statesman, author, and scientist. I really like those quotes, honestly. Alright, so let's go ahead and get... Alright, let's see, we got the... Oh, definitely want to take a look at those guys. Let's get our Fusiliers of line grouped up. Let's see. Where do we... Let's go ahead and put them back here so we don't... Oops, forgot. This is a Warhammer. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and get our line going. Put our Irish troops. Gosh dang. This isn't Warhammer. Okay, there we go. Irish troops on our flank right there. Kind of pull those guys around if we need to. Let's put all of our grenadiers in the same group. Just like so. Try to do it again. Right, there we go. And let's go ahead and pull our general back there. Go ahead and group our artillery together. Let's see, where do we want our artillery? Let's go ahead and, let's see. Let's go down, let's look at our field of sight. Yeah, let's deploy these guys right here. I mean, unlimber them. I think that would be just fine. And our cav, let's just hold them in reserves with our militia as well. We'll use our cav to chase them down once the battle commences. Let's put these guys on the left of the artillery. Then let's put our grenadiers kind of in the woods right here, protect our artillery a little bit. Just like so. And these guys, let's put them right there. Let these guys flank around and things like that. Before we move on though, I really want to take a good look at these guys. Boy, that's right. Honestly, that is so badass. That's one thing I like about Napoleon, just the uniforms are awesome. Alright. It's like looking around. Okay. Alright, so I think we're pretty much ready to start the battle. Let's put our cavalry right there, and our general, let's put him right there. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so we might see. We're probably going to stay there since we're attacking. It's fine. Let's go ahead and deploy our Fusiliers of line closer. We're definitely going to have to push our artillery up, so let's go ahead and lumber those guys back up, and we'll move them forwards. We'll move them forwards with our grenadiers. For these guys, right, yeah, let's go ahead and deploy those guys right there. I'm going to try to work around. Alright. We deploy our artillery right there. That kind of gives us clear shots. Let's go ahead and put these guys right there. Let's see, if we do that, we'll have to have support from the cavalry. So let's put the cav right there. And let's put one of the grenadiers over there. And the other guys will be on the other side. So, like so. Alright. Still moving forward. Let's get a look at these guys. Can't imagine how it felt just marching in front of your enemy and pissing down your legs. Shit, dude. Oh, it looks like they're firing at us now, so. Is their cavalry? Do they have any cavalry? Actually, they do. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring our militiamen up just a wee bit. Looks like these guys are losing a little bit of morale because of the cannonballs and things like that. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. Almost there, almost ready to deploy or unlimber our artillery, let them get set up real fast. Okay, let's go ahead and unlimber these guys and provide some pressure on those guys. Alright, so let's push forwards our Fusilier of line. See what's the best way we can do this. Big ass lump in front of us right there, so definitely don't know about that. They're going to deploy their cavalry forwards. They might charge into our lines. Let's go ahead and put these guys, let's bring these guys up a little bit. Bring these guys up a little bit. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Let's go. Come on. Put them in square. Protect our our artillery. Can we get there in time? Right. Just go ahead and put these guys the way they are right now. Alright, there we go. Right. Looks like they're going to take on that square right there. Okay, let's go ahead and push these guys forward a little bit. We don't want them to take too much damage, so deploy them forwards a little bit, like so. Take these guys out of square. It kind of protects our artillery as well. So these guys are going to rout, so that's good. Close up look. God damn, that's so intense. This is my favorite Total War game. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but they've shot into our guys a little bit there, but that's fine. Right. So we should probably go ahead and aim at their artillery now. So these guys are pulling over here a little bit farther. Let's go over here with our Irish troops. Kind of get these guys to take the hill. And just deploy these guys like so. Alright. So we easily repulse these guys, so that's good. Still working on taking out their artillery though. That's what's important. Warm up my hands. It's freaking cold. Alright. I'll tell you what, that's another thing. Napoleon battles take a long time, so they're not ideal for, I guess, YouTube recording and things like that, but I'll tell you what, it's fun. Alright. It's pretty good that they're just gonna clump up there. That's fine with me. Get more kills. Artillery. Alright. Alright, let's deploy these guys right there. I don't know why they suck like that. I don't know if I did that or not. But, I don't think these guys know entirely what they're doing. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Alrighty, let's go ahead and going. Our Irish troops are coming up over the hill. We'll be able to come in and provide a good flanking maneuver against these guys. Looks like these guys are going to push forward towards our artillery. So let's go ahead and put some pressure on them. Deploy our grenadiers like so, kind of funnel them in like such. Okay, let's go ahead and deploy these guys like that. So that's not in front of these guys. Yeah, it is. Okay. Boom. Okay. Push forward our grenadiers. Looks like they might actually go ahead and how are they going to do this? Okay, let's go ahead and flip this guy around. Looks like our Irish guys made it, so keep on deploying them like such. Like they shot off a volley. It's a close personal, like so. Fire, boys! God damn, I love this game. Alright. Just gotta take it all in. Take it all in. Alright. Alright, so they have some cav in the back. Let's go ahead and push forward our Irish line infantry. So we can take out their artillery pieces. Definitely gotta keep an eye out on them though. They have an artillery piece over there. Still want to funnel these guys in there, so they kind of have no other choice. And just deploy our grenadiers like such. It looks like the cavalry's going. What are they going to do? They're going to come towards us? Nah. So we did a pretty decent job of pulsing these guys. Still kind of working on these guys over here. Another close up. Looks like they're going to break. Alright, let's go ahead and get our cavalry ready. Alright, there. Go ahead and deploy them over there. Actually, I'll tell you, let's get these guys, put them over here. Alright. Alright. Let's see, can you take this hill? Sure can, let's go ahead and take it. I don't know what these guys are doing. Go ahead and pull them back. Alright, actually let's go ahead and support these guys over here. So using our cavalry to kind of flank around, maybe take out their artillery units. Alright, let's go ahead and put these guys in square. Alright. Okay. Let's go after those guys. Let's go ahead and push forward our grenadiers. Same goes for these guys. Oh, damn it. Alright. I was not paying attention. See if we can get these guys out of there. Put these guys in square. Don't necessarily want to get my cav in there just yet. Alright. Cavs out. Just going to deploy these guys like such. Alright. There we go. Get these guys in square before it's too late. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these guys in a position where we can come in, put some pressure on them. Alright, just leave these guys in square so that you can get both, you know, all kinds of fire on these guys from the back and things like that. So we're doing fairly well. Still trying to put pressure on their artillery. So let's go ahead and actually start firing on their artillery.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Alright, let's get these guys out of square. Okay, cavalry has made it, so let's get them over there. Go ahead and run them, get them in position. Alright. Actually, not just quite yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and push these guys forward. Actually, let's just use these guys right here. Around like so. So can we take up an advantage on top of the hill? Let's do that. Gonna move in on their final position, and then we shall win the battle. Still trying to get as many shots in there as we can before we move in and attack. Kind of want to reserve our cavalry for that. Let's get these guys going. Alright. Alright, there we go. Let's continue to encircle these guys. These guys behind like that. Alright, let's go ahead and take these guys out. Tell our artillery to stop firing. Just go ahead and limber those guys up. That should cause these guys to rout. Let them on fire at will. Alright. Let's go ahead and attack the general. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward it. The general should fall relatively easily. And let's go ahead and continue. Actually, let's not even worry about those guys. Let's go for. Actually, it might be a little bit too late to go for those guys. So let's go for the general. Are you gonna make it? By the looks of it, nah, they're not. Let's fast forward. My bad. And nope, no, they're not. Okay, so that's good. I believe that's all of them. Got these guys right here, and they'll be out here in a second. And that'll be our first battle. And they are gone. Alrighty. So we got a victory. So we lost 618. We got 3,626 remaining. Let's see, how many did they kill? They killed. Let's see. All right. So we killed them entirely. That's good. All right, guys. So that wraps it up for this episode. I apologize. Sorry, I can't talk. I apologize. For the cut in there. I had to go talk to my brother about some things. And also, my hands are really cold, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. I believe it's about time anyway. So, thank you guys for tuning in, watching my video. Feel free to leave a like, dislike, subscribe, constructive criticism, strategies, anything of that nature. It's all really appreciated. So this is the third and final series. Before I move on. So again, it's this one, Napoleon, Total War. We're playing as France, and we're playing as Bretonnia in our Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Let's Play, and then we're playing as Krog Kadrin in my Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Let's Play. So we're playing as the dwarves there. Again, I said this in my Krog Kadrin Let's Play. I'm going to say it again. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Thank you for making it to the end. It's really hard for people to do that. I understand, especially with new videos like this. So it's all greatly appreciated, guys. Again, like I was saying in my Kadron video, I think I got around 60-ish, maybe over 60-ish views for my Bretonnia Let's Play, and honestly, I was surprised by that, guys. So thank you, and again, thank you for the 2 subscribers that I have now. It's really appreciated, guys. So with that being said, talk to you later.